Hey guys, Susanna here. I was just watching a video of Angela Kerr's, and she made this. Where are I? This amazing envelope. She's always so full of great ideas, and I did it along with her. But I wanted to do another one where I turn it into an actual mini journal. So I sort of want to take her idea, but then add a few of my own bits and pieces on there. So yeah, so I've got. I'll show you what this is. Her one, what she did. She did quite a bit to it. So you just have you start off with an envelope like that, and then she has a tag on the top. I made this one from Antique Papery. This is called Butterfly House. So all the papers from Butterfly House. I've got these ones there. And then put paper along there. And then this was a glassine bag, which I put through a embossing thing. So, and that's what Angela did as well. And then she had another tag in there. Then this is, what's that stuff called? This stuff. Can't remember what it's called. And put that along there. And then had another little tag in here. And then you had a little flip out here, which got another little tag in there. I love how this turned out actually. And in here, there's also a tag as well. So there's all these little hidey spots. And then that flips over like that, right on there. And then when you put it in a journal, it goes in, just say this is a journal page, it's got this little flip out bit, which flips out like that. So that's why it's got to turn out that way. So when you look at it that way, it's upside down. But that will flip out, and then that opens up, and that's a place where you can journal. So I've made this one to actually go into this journal, and once that's in there, I will, which page did I end up putting? I'm going to put it on this one. That will probably, I'm going to put something else on here and on the back, and then that's pretty much done, and that'll be on my Etsy store to sell. So I thought yeah, I thought I'd show you that one. But then I made another one. I made this one with pink rosette. And it's fairly similar. And it started off being similar. I just put some binding on there. So I've got a tag on there. I just love this. Is from Antique Papery as well. And they come in a pack of 6. Like this. This is an Antique Papery, and same with the one underneath. And so I'm going to use one of those to make what I'm going to make now. So I'll just put this beautiful tag in here. It's just so pretty. So now this one I'm sort of turning more into a journal style. So when I open that up, I have, rather than having that little glassine bag, it's got more like papers, bit of lace on the top of that. And when I open that up, this has got the same. It's got a couple of tags in there. Isn't the paper beautiful? Just love it. Much of the muchness. That's left over from the other one. Still have this here. It's got a tag in there as well. Oop. That flips up. You can journal. Now I was thinking of maybe you could probably do something underneath there. I don't know, but I just love the papers. And in here, rather than having a tag, I've made a little booklet from that paper as well. So it's got quite a few papers in there. Where are we? Yep. There we go. So pretty. So I'm going to have that. And then here's another place to journal. So it flips it over like that. And then rather like on the back, rather than it being one that you flip up, it's up this way so that you can write. And you could almost put some papers in there, which is something I think I may do, and that'll make like get a couple of the pink papers and actually make that into an extra journal. So what I'm going to have to do, because this one I already pre-made, like I'd made the other one, I pre-made this one, but how Angela did it is it's just a coffee dyed piece of paper with the other paper put underneath. But so what I'm probably going to do is maybe have a bit of like thicker bit of paper here, so that when I do put some papers in here and make that more of a journal, it will hold a little bit thicker there, and then we'll probably put something in there. So it's just going to have a pad there and then a little journal in this one. Thought had enough in there, only needed a tag for there, and then when you flip it open the back there's more of a journal there. So it's going to be more of a mini journal. So if you want to go on to Angela's tutorial, it's about an hour, it'll tell you how to make the bases of it, or you can just watch the one I'm going to be doing, which I'm going to take you through it all, but it's just going to be more of a journal that rather than an insert of a journal, which is this one. There we go. I might leave this one here anyway. Yeah, this is what Angela made, actually right up to, you know, exactly how she had it to as an insert, even making sure that you're putting that upside down. So thank you, Angela, for your inspiration. I love her tutorials, they're just amazing. So I'll keep this one here for inspiration as well, and I was going to either use this or this. So this sort of reminds me a little bit of this one, like it's very similar how it's got this sort of paper in it. So I mean, I still may make that one, but it's almost got, now this one is called Burgundy Fleur, so it's almost got a Christmassy feel to it because they sort of like a wreath. This looks a bit like poinsettias. Oop. Yeah, but so I may make one with that anyway, but I thought I'm going to use these papers. This is called Wanderlust, and that's from Antique Papery, and this is how they come. They come in a pack of 6. So it's so cute. It's quite different, like they sort of go really well together, and there's that egg there. The colour toning's all very same, but it's very different, you know, like Paris. So I'll be, yeah, it's just sort of the coloration. So I want to pick something to go into here, like, and originally I was going to do her, but I really love all that, like I really like that picture. So I was actually thinking that picture can probably go in here because it's going to have that's a see-through, so you'll still be able to see that. So I quite like that. I want that to be something that you can still see, and when you take out the you know, the tags, you've still got this really pretty picture. So I'll have that for that. And then I thought I might just put that bunny. I think it's adorable. So what you need to do is get yourself, so I'll put these papers away. So get yourself an envelope, one of these style envelopes. Oh, this one's got 2, but you know what I mean, like one of these ones, and it's normally folded over like that. So I'll just pretend that's folded. I've opened it up for a reason, because you do a lot of the sewing before you stick down. So now put these away. Managed to clean my desk. It looks so much better. Put this over there. So I've got all the little bits and pieces that I need. So you need one of these envelopes, and then I've got this packet of envelopes Was it 229 by 162 millimeters? I might measure it in inches. It's 6 1/4, well, 6 and almost 3/4, about 16 centimeters. There you go, 6 1/4, just a little bit over 6 1/4, or 16 centimeters by 9 inches. So it's about the size of what a normal journal would be, actually, that way. So I may end up making another one of these in the burgundy as well, because I think these are just really gorgeous, because you get lots of nice elements and it's still going to be a journal as well. So which is really, really, really cute. Now, what have we got? So what I'm going to do is do the first page here. This may take a while. It's probably going to be maybe 2 or 3 videos. We'll see how we go. So I was wanting that there, so maybe just a little bit around. You sort of want to have it, you want to cut it so that it will stick on there, because I want to keep some of this rabbit as well. Okay. No, look, I might as well cut it across that way. Then one like that. So that goes in there like that. Now, cut that across there, because you always need little strips of stuff. It sounds strange, I know, but you do. I've got a little box here full of bits and pieces of scraps, a little scrap pile. So what we do with this is we get out our glue, and I might get my little glue. Be careful not to get too much. I don't want it spilling on the inside. Now, once that's closed on the inside, it isn't going to be let's make sure it's that way, because that's the top opening. Oh, he is rather gorgeous. There we get his tail, or his hand. So I'll move it up a little more. Oh, it's all or nothing, isn't it? So I'll get his hand in. Move him back a little bit. Just look. There we go. Okay. So that goes down. Now, we get some paper. Now we're going to keep that bunny paper for, where are we? It's amazing how quick. I reckon that bunny paper could probably work for, yeah, for that. That works out really well. So not even be able to get the head of the mum in there as well. So that's going to be for that. So that means I've got some of this on the top, but And then we'll have that one for the middle. It's got something underneath, so we've got that one for the middle, that one for the side. Just need a plain one that's going to work, which I think is the very last one. That's the one that we're going to get. Actually, I think with the last one, I may have used the ruler. Because I quite like some of the... Now, how wide is that? Have it over a little bit. 1.5. By 1.5. Okay. Quite like that there. That goes over the top of that anyway. There we go, so that's for there. So we're just going to do a little patchwork of bits and pieces. Now where did that paper go that I just used? Did that just fall on the floor or something? Or is it underneath? Oh, there it is. Ugh, I think I'm going mad sometimes. Quite like that. See, that goes quite nice there. How wide is that? That's about 2.5 inches. So we'll go 2.5, maybe just a tad over 2.5. Actually, I might go 3. And then, how wide's that? A bit more than a half. I'll go a little more than that. Okay. So what did we say? 2.5. Yep. 2.5 from this side is what I want. Okay. And the very bit I thought would look nice against the thing. Well, hopefully, there we go, that'll go on that side. Not quite long enough. Bugger! But that will go over, so I think it probably is going to give us a little bit. Now this part that I'm making now is here. And then that will go along there like that. extra bit. Now see this little bit here? I reckon that can fit in the middle there. So we're going to be doing like a patchwork of, and I'm going to just tear it a little bit off here because I want the jagged edge. It's a little bit harder to do when it's so small. There we go. Okay, so we get our ink out. And we've even got some left, which is good. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here, because it's a tad shorter, I'm going to ink, and that way it'll cover any of that shortness. There's always ways and means of covering up things. And we're going to be putting a what's the name underneath that? Actually, I think I have made a mistake. We are supposed to cut this down, but if I cover it, that'll give us some stuff for over there. Because we are supposed to be folding this over. Okay. And it's supposed to be this height. So that bit there will be there. But I will glue that down, and then nothing's ever a mistake. It saves me having to glue down paper later. That's how you've got to look at it, because you've got glue paper on there anyway. Okay. Now we will get this glue out. I'm going to put that there. Put the glue in here. I hope I'm not too far down, guys. So how are we all going? I remember when I made this along with Angela. I just loved it. I really, like, it was one of those ones I started watching about the first 15 minutes of it, and I thought I really like this. And because the video went for an hour, I thought I am going to, rather than just watch it and then make it later, I'm going to work along with her. That's the way to do it sometimes. Move it over because it needs to go over the edge, and so once again I'm going to have to make sure that this bit is inked, which I will on the other side anyway. Okay, now do the same with this one. Okay. Yeah, so we use, what I really like about her ingenuity is that she uses up everything. You only use this envelope and the other envelope, but there's a bit that you cut off, but she uses that as that little flap, which I think is really clever. Okay. There we go. Have it right on the edge. Now, I'm going to have that. Or am I going to have that? I quite like that way. Oh. Never not any too exciting watching me glue, but this is my chatting time. Chance to yap to you guys. There's so much to watch on YouTube at the moment because we've all got time. Everyone's making lots of videos, and I'm still in the process of doing my slow stitching stuff. I've actually got my 2 bobbins that I got off the internet. Not internet, or was it eBay? This is going to be for my, they look like little dumbbells. I'm going to put my slow stitching thing on there, which is pretty cool. Okay, there we go. I want that to go down and over, and then that's going to go this way because it needs to hide that little round bit. Oh, it's so cute. Now, and the reason why we open up the envelope is because, as you can see on this one, she sews around, and you've got to do that with it open. If you sew around it, it'll completely close and it won't allow you to put an envelope on the top. Not an envelope on the top, a tag in the top of it. Okay, it goes this way. Hopefully, I'm sure I am in camera, but sometimes I always tend to go a little lower than I should. Okay, there we go. Now, what I do need to do, actually, may as well give it a good roll while I'm down there. And get my cutter out. And measure it. And what we do with this is move all this stuff out of the way for a second. Push that up there. That's going to be that width on there. So that attaches using that flap. That's why you have that flap. So it attaches on there like that. Oh. So I need to measure where I've got to cut. That doesn't hurt either. Okay, there we go. Okay, now is that me being crooked? Okay. That goes there like that. And then this bit here ends up being that little flap that we have on the inside. Okay, that goes in there. That, see, I've got to figure that out myself as well. See, that's like that. So that attaches on there like that. So I need to get my scorer and score on that line that I have created along there. Okay. Yep. Okay. So that way, that is there like that, and that comes in there like that. You've got a little bit left over. Where are we? Maybe you don't do it the same width. Oh, you do it in a little bit. Oh, hang a minute. Sorry. I'll grab another one. Okay. So you come in by, how much is that? I think it was 5 1/4. So you score it at 5 1/4. I think the other one was a little bit less than that. Yes, 5 1/4. There we go. Then that folds in so that this comes over there like that, and it's got a little bit of you see a little bit of that. Oh, quite. Yeah, that's it. So how much did I score that one in? I think that might be just 5. Oh, it's under. See it? Have to start again. So you score this by 5 1/4 so that when you put that on that side there, got the opening, but that goes underneath. This is going to go on top. So what you do with the envelope now is open it up. It's being scored that way, and actually you tuck it here, cut it here, and you cut it here, because this flap is going to be going down with that little bit of the glue, and paper's going to go over the top of that, so it doesn't really matter. And if you're wanting to make this for a journal, you would also keep that, you would leave this flap open and everything else, but because I'm not going to be making a thing for in a journal, I'm actually going to make a mini journal. I'm actually going to close this flap down. There we go. But then I will need to cut a slither from there on. Tiny little slither of an opening. Actually, that's on the envelope just as well. It didn't open. It's going to be sewn around anyway. Oh, I'm a goose. But it didn't open. The slither is on top, and that's already there. So there you go. So, I'm making a right mess of it. So just ignore that last piece. You do not need to cut that slither. Now, what we do before we attach this onto here, which is what we're going to be doing next, is we go to the sewing machine and we sew around here and then also around here as well. And I'll be sewing. You put a little bit of lace on there, but that gets done before the sewing. Okay, so this is already partially done, so that's good. That's that little flap. So all we need to do now is put some fabric on that's for here. So I could probably put an image or something on there, and then that's going to be sewn down, and this is where we put our thing in. So you keep that. Okay, no worries, I'll be back. I'm going to just sew around my little rabbit. I've got pink thread in there, so I'm going to have to change the thread. Oh, 36 minutes already. I'll be back. Okay, well, I've just done a sort of a rough stitching around there, and you sort of do a bit of a zigzag, and just to give it a bit of interest, but I really like how that has turned out. It is so cute. So what I'm going to quickly do, and then what we need to do now is get this glue, and glue along the edge here, because we're going to glue that down. And along here. So it'll go down there like that. And that's why you leave it open, because you need to sew it. And then, actually I might even use this. Just that'll fold it over like that. Closes in that bottom. There we go. Then we need to glue here. Now make sure that you leave like a tiny millimetre. There's a line there. If you leave a tiny little bit. Okay. It goes that way. So this is the way that we make sure that's the right way. Now we put that on there like that, and we come in the slightest little bit from the edge. Make sure that you need to do that, because when you fold it over, if you put it too close, it makes it gappy. And so that will be like that and that. And so there we have got our cover. Put that over. Where are we? So that is that part made. If you want to get the inker out, ink the edges a little more. But all these are going to be covered anyway. So there you go. There is part one. I'll do little parts at a time because it's going to take a little bit longer. So what I might do in between this part and the next one is pre-cut out. So you need something to go here. Say something like that there, which is probably not a bad thing. You're using up all it, so I may even put that one there. And I've got this little girl's going to go in the middle there. I'm just wondering. Okay, may almost even have. I wasn't there a little bit. There we go. But I was going to put that maybe on that side, on the outside. So you need to cut the width of these, so that'll go along there like that. Put that in there, so it goes to that line there. The other one, So because you can't have it right on the edge, because remember it's got to fold over, and if you have it too close to the edge it needs to fold over. So I'll pre-cut those and have that ready for the next part. And then there we go, that's all glued down. And then I might even make some bits and pieces, and then this last piece might be the last end part. Okay, so well, I'm happy how that looks so far. I think it's adorable. It's so cute. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next part. Okay, hopefully you can see it without it flickering everywhere. So yeah, 40 minutes. It's quite a long video already. Okay, thanks guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.